Welcome back to the channel. If you enjoy daily Toshi videos, daily Basecoin videos, and the occasional deep dive into meme coin market structure, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments if you want me to keep pushing more out-of-the-box meme content instead of the same recycled narratives everyone else is doing. Now with that out of the way, let's talk about what just happened, because Toshi itself is absolutely no exception today. Late last night, or very early this morning depending on your time zone, we started seeing big green candles across the meme coin market. Toshi, the blue cat, is up roughly 10%, and naturally the big question everyone is asking is, what exactly is going on right now? Is there some hidden news, a partnership, an exchange listing, or is something bigger starting to form under the surface? And honestly, the answer might surprise you. If we trace today's market pump back to its most obvious catalyst, it leads to one very specific person and one very specific action. That person is James Nguyen. If you're not familiar with James Nguyen, here's the short version. Billionaire crypto trader, primarily trades futures, known for large directional bets. Often early, not always right, but often early. Yesterday, January 1st, James Nguyen posted a tweet calling for Pepe to go from roughly $1.7 billion market cap, where it was sitting before the pump, all the way to $69 billion plus sometime in 2026. Now, whether you agree with that number or not is completely irrelevant. What matters is what happened next. To give credit where credit is due, James Nguyen posted that tweet before Pepe put in its massive green candles. Shortly after the tweet, Pepe started moving, volume surged, green candles stacked, social media lit up, and suddenly everyone started asking, did people just start buying Pepe because James Nguyen tweeted? And personally, I don't think that's what happened. Here's my take, and again, this is just market observation, not advice. James Nguyen has a lot of money, and when someone like that tweets publicly, it's rarely random. What I think actually happened is something very familiar to anyone who's been in crypto long enough. A group of well-capitalized traders, coordinated accumulation, liquidity already positioned, then the public narrative gets released. In simple terms, let's start buying Pepe, let the chart speak for itself, and once people see green candles, FOMO will do the rest. And historically, that works, because crypto is a reflexive market. Price moves create narratives. Narratives create buyers. Buyers create more price movement. January 2nd, psychology. Now here's where timing becomes extremely important. It's January 2nd. New year, new monthly candle, fresh psychology, reset sentiment. People aren't emotionally exhausted from losses anymore. They're not stuck in December chop. They're looking for something to believe in again. And that makes meme coins especially dangerous, in a good way. What about Toshi? So where does Toshi fit into all of this? The first question people always ask is there any news today, new partnerships, announcements? And the honest answer is no, not really. But here's the key point. That's not a bad thing at all. Toshi isn't pumping because of news. Toshi is pumping because of market structure. Meme coins do not move randomly. They move in very identifiable cycles. And one of the most reliable signals we have is what happens when blue-chip meme coins approach their 12-month lows. Right now, Toshi is slightly above its 12-month low, Pepe is below its 12-month low, Bread is below, Mog is below. Other memes like SBX, 6900, and Farcoin are just barely above. Historically, when memes get this close to the bottom, something happens. They pump. This pattern has repeated over and over again in crypto. Back in 2023, 2024, we saw this 3 to 4 times per year. Memes would get absolutely destroyed, sit near their lows, then suddenly explode. But in 2025, things changed. Why 2025 was different? Let's be honest, 2025 was a bad year. Weak liquidity, fewer retail participants, ETF flows sucked oxygen out of altcoins, meme cycles slowed dramatically. Instead of 3 or 4 pumps per year, we saw maybe 1 or 2, and even those were weak. The last meaningful meme activity was January, February, a small move in May, and then nothing. We've been down for a long time, and markets do not stay suppressed forever. Why Pepe matters so much. Here's something a lot of people forget. Pepe almost single-handedly kicked off the mid-2023 bull run. April, May, out of nowhere, Pepe launched, exploded, and suddenly liquidity returned. Memes followed, altcoins followed, sentiment flipped. That's why today's Pepe candles matter far beyond Pepe itself. When Pepe moves, the entire market pays attention. Memes lead. Always, this is a hard truth that fundamentals-only traders hate. Bull runs and mini bull runs start with memes, not layer 2s, not infrastructure, not real-world assets, memes. Because memes are easy to understand, move fast, attract retail B, create viral momentum. Once memes heat up, everything else follows. Why January is important. Another historical point people often overlook, January statistically performs better than December. December, tax loss harvesting, low volume, holiday distractions. January, fresh capital, reset psychology, new allocations, new risk appetite. And now we're entering January after an extremely long downtrend. That combination matters. Big picture sentiment. Zooming out, here's the reality. We've been down too long. Liquidity is rotating again. Memes are waking up, Pepe is leading, Toshi is following, and January has just started. That doesn't guarantee anything, but it does mean conditions are improving. In the next videos, I'll be covering why Toshi specifically benefits from base plus meme rotation. Why blue chip memes behave differently than new launches. What to watch for, confirmation versus fake outs. How meme cycles expand once momentum starts, and why 2026 could look very different from 2025. If you made it this far, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll be back later.